Basically, this build's coming near to an end, hopefully. Now that we've got the engine in, basically put in all the accessories, so all the other stuff required to actually run an engine. So all the small things have been added on, pretty much all the lines, wires, fittings, etc, etc. So now we actually should have a running car relatively soon. We've mounted all our safety sensors in already. There is a bit of fab work required, but I won't be doing that. Pretty much we just need to add the intercooler piping from here. The original one doesn't fit anymore, and he'll need to make a custom downpipe as it doesn't clear the external wastegate. So we've got an external oil cooler here, as it comes as a kit. Unfortunately, this kit doesn't fit with basically everything we have here, as there's too many variations in so basically exhaust manifold, the sandwich plate, and the hoses. Pretty much they're just too short for the route that it should take. So we're just going to leave this one out for the time being, and we'll just tackle it another time. We don't need this for now anyway, as the car's only getting run in, so we shouldn't get too hot of a temperature, so that shouldn't be an issue. And the other issue we're having here is just basically the suction side, which is just touching the fuel rail, but we should be able to bend this and get it to fit again. The one thing that I'm probably concerned about is if this clears the bonnet. It might just be a bit too tall, but we'll find out shortly. Alright, in terms of ECU, we've got a Link ECU, so this is a plug-in Link for a GC8. We're converting the throttle to e-throttle, so basically electronic throttle body and pedal, so you won't have the cable anymore. So I've been wiring this in, so he's got new cables for the throttle and for the pedal. We're also putting a few extra sensors for this ECU, so we're putting in IET sensor, which is temperature for intake. We've got fuel pressure and oil pressure. We also have cam blender, which is basically wideband, and your ethanol content sensor. So he's going flex fuel. And he's also got a temperature sensor for the coolant, which we get directly connected to the ECU. So this ECU allows you to add more sensors in. It also allows you to have more flexibility with tuning. So basically, tuner will be able to adjust more settings according to, I guess, the modifications on the car, which this is highly modified. So wiring this all in today, so I'll be putting all these sensors connected into here, into the car. We've got the subframe here, which is basically completely upgraded. So all this subframe has been replaced with a TSS custom tubular subframe. Most of this gets rid of the factory rubber, basically bushings in between. This saves a bit of weight as well. This just makes it a lot more rigid, and the same with the rear. You get rid of a lot of the bushings in the subframe, and it becomes pretty much solid mount. I wouldn't recommend it for street driving because it'll just be harsh as hell. This is pretty much on track to probably start a few days from now, basically. But yeah, I'm just done, pretty much. It's been a long trip and very, very long process. But we're finally almost there. We'd like to see this start before I leave to, I guess, on my trip. So, yeah.